Hi guys. So this video is going to be about artificial intelligence. A lot of videos are already there on artificial intelligence, but what I'm trying to do here is trying to look at it from the perspective of growth in terms of revenue for the companies involved in artificial intelligence. So the growth in these organizations would be 100%, 1000%. Let us try to find this out in the video. So in this video, we will discuss about Nvidia, its customers, and the artificial intelligence ecosystem. And then we are going to take a look at how this system is going to grow in terms of the revenue generation for these companies. We will also take a look at the predominantly two kind of waves for artificial intelligence. One is the hardware and the next one is software. So let us begin our case with Nvidia. So Nvidia on 21st of June 2024, it became a $3.34 trillion company by market capitalization. That means it was more than Microsoft and Apple. So how did Nvidia become a company bigger than these two giants? So just a little bit of info about Nvidia. Just 2 years ago, Nvidia was valued at $400 billion. Last year, it was $1 trillion. This year, the company has hit 2 trillion on March 1. And it took it just 3 months to rise above $3 trillion. That is the breakneck speed of growth for Nvidia. And also, if you look at the statement from Mr. Huang, who happens to be the CEO of Nvidia, he said in a February interview, "My guess is we are literally into the first year of a 10-year cycle of spreading this technology into every single industry." Now we are going to talk about the customers of Nvidia, which might get us some insight into why Nvidia grew so fast. So the top 4 customers for Nvidia, which are driving its humongous revenue growth, are Microsoft, which has 15% of share in its revenue, and then we have Meta, which is 13% of its revenue, and then we have Amazon, 6.2% of its revenue, and then we have Alphabet, that is Google, 5.8%. So if you look at all these organizations, they have bought huge amount of hardware from Nvidia, which led to a sharp spike in the revenue generated by Nvidia. So all these 4 companies, they have plans to get into the AI space. A lot of them, they are already into AI space and they want to expand into AI space, and for that they have to deliver services to the consumers. That means in the B2C domain. For that, they need huge amount of hardware, which they are going to put into data center, which is going to process the information and ultimately deliver to the customer. The case for Nvidia here is that it is a B2B case. That means it had to provide these GPUs, its products, to these predominantly these 4 companies and lot of others also. So that led to a sharp spike in its revenue, because before the AI moves into each and every industry, we require a lot of hardware to provide these services. Now, as we all know that AI is being pursued all across the globe in different continents and different countries, and predominantly in France, Israel, US, UK, and in a lot of other places as well. So if we look at the data, approximately 27% of those, that means approximately 1/3, which happen to be in Europe, are in London, then followed by 12% in Berlin and 10% in Paris, and 13% in Israel, that is Tel Aviv. So out of all these countries, in France we have seen the biggest inflow of fund for AI related business. And why is that? Because in France there are resources which can work on AI, and that's why a lot of these companies which want to get into the domain of AI, they are present in France. They have opened their offices in France, and in France they would be able to get their hands on the resources which can help them in developing these AI products. So that is the reason why a lot of funding is moving to France. Now we're going to discuss about a Canadian company called Wabi, which is an interesting use case of AI. They are building self-driving trucks, and this company has been in existence for approximately 2 years, and they have secured fund of 200 million to develop their product. So this company is based out of Canada. So this company Wabi, there is one unique thing about this, that it has got a Wabi world, which is a closed loop simulator. That means the autonomous driving tests can be done with the help of this simulator and without depending too much on the real life data. And that is why they claim that the time for learning is less for their system.
This testing that we're doing here is really important for us because for the very first time, we're bringing everything together, hardware and software, in a real environment.
This is the first time we're getting to put our technology on the road in any capacity. We tried doing lane changes, braking for vehicles in front of us. Here we can actually test those things out in a safe environment. But the more important aspect is that we can validate some of the assumptions we made in the simulation. We have this track that we're in Phoenix in our simulator, and we can run tests in our simulated environment. So what we're doing now is we're validating the simulator. But the core principle of a lot of these tests in a virtual world, we still have to validate the virtual world is like a real world. And how do you know? You come out to a place like this and see.
This is a very important moment for us, and it's been amazing to see that everything that we saw on the simulator, we see the same behavior on the test track on the real world. And that's, a very exciting moment for us, and it's a validation really of the approach that we took, which is really totally inverting what everybody is doing.
Now let us look at Elon Musk. So Elon Musk claims Optimus robots could make Tesla a $25 trillion company, more than half the value of S&P 500 today. So that means from the eyes of Elon Musk, it looks like that robots are going to be a big business in the future, and he wants to put it to use in a lot of different use cases, wherein robots could be used for the purpose of teaching, they could be used in-house, they could be used as an assistant, and he sees a big opportunity for this. So Musk has not provided any timeline for his company to reach $25 trillion, which of course is a big number, but he has claimed that it might reach $25 trillion one day. Now in the beginning we discussed about Nvidia, which is an example of the AI wave with reference to the hardware, and this gave a sharp rise to Nvidia in terms of its revenue. And the second wave in AI could be that of software, because all this hardware would be used to provide AI services. So as of now, the AI is not that much profitable in terms of services. Now we want to understand what could be the growth rate for artificial intelligence based companies in general. Then we can refer to the PwC report, where they mention that the GDP growth rate in 2030 would be approximately 14%. So if in 2030 it is going to be 14%, then from now till then it would be something around 14% or less. So in terms of AI, if we keep the exceptional case of Nvidia aside for a while, then we see that the growth there could be approximately maybe 10 to 15%. As of now, it looks like maybe in the future it might go a little higher than this, but it looks like it is not going to be in the range of 3 digits, as might be expected by a lot of people, that AI is going to give a humongous growth to all the companies. So I hope you found this video interesting, and if you liked our video, please do like, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much.